It's a brutal era of endless war. The forces of chaos pour forth from the north, ravenously devouring the once mighty empire. But one intrepid leader seeks to unite and save all humankind, and purge every last vestige of chaos from the world.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Emperor Karl Franz campaign, the Neverending campaign. We are on turn 113, and I got tired of waiting around for a patch to come out from CA addressing the AI concerns, so I decided to go ahead and jump back into this campaign. I don't think it's a big problem because the Lizardmen and the Tomb Kings don't really play much of a factor in this campaign currently anyway, so we can afford to keep pressing on ahead. So, yeah, what to say about this campaign? I'll be honest with you. This campaign, I just stared at the map here for about the last 10 minutes thinking about what I'm going to do. And this campaign is really in an interesting phase right now. For the longest time, I was kind of like, I thought basically what I was doing was I was just, holding off the inevitable, delaying the inevitable just to see how long we could hold on to the Empire before we eventually got wiped out, because it just looked almost impossible. Now we've kind of turned things around a little bit, and so yeah, it's kind of like now I feel like there's a chance to actually come back and win. I actually think there's a good chance to come back and win this. Now, if this makes any sense at all, now I'm actually more nervous because before it was sort of like low pressure because I just had already kind of assumed that we were going to lose eventually. Now it's kind of like, yeah, now if I screw up a battle, I'm actually like, it actually means something. I would be blowing my chance to turn this campaign into a victory. So yeah, things have actually, if anything, gotten a little bit more pressure packed. Now I want to be very clear. I enjoy the pressure. That's why I play on really high difficulty settings and try to make everything using mods and everything as challenging as possible because yeah, I like that. But if you hear me like get sound really stressed out or whatever, like really into the, like upset about something that happens, I just want to make it very clear that's intentional. That's the way that I like most fully appreciate these types of games. So anyway, enough said about all that. Let's talk about our strategic situation here. We have really done a number on Sylvania, which probably more than anything else is what has turned this campaign around. By focusing on Sylvania and probably destroying, I don't know, 8 or 10 or 12 different armies of Sylvanias in the last few episodes, probably last 5 or 6 episodes. Anyway, we've really turned things around, which was a big deal because they were a big part of the in-game crisis. Along with obviously the other vampire counts, but obviously since they were our neighbor, they were the most concerning of them. It's not like they're wiped out. They still have one army here, which this army doesn't really scare me too much. This army over here doesn't really scare me too much, but they do still have a fair amount of capacity over here in their remaining cities. And unfortunately, we're kind of in a position where we could push forward and try to siege down Castle Tempelhof and take it in the near future. We could probably do that. However, it is a tier 5 Dark Castle here. It does have the walls built. It does have basically the maximum improved garrison here, keeping in mind that we're using mods that improve the garrisons as well. So yeah, this is not going to be an easy city to take. We're kind of giving them the advantage by attacking them directly. I'd like to take the time to siege it down a little bit, but meanwhile we do have these other armies bearing down on us up here. So I kind of am now leaning towards saying, okay, we've got this front down here stabilized. We've got Königstein. We've got a garrison building built here. We are obviously in need of getting that garrison replenished, but I think without any visible armies over here, I think we can abandon Königstein for a couple of turns and turn the full force of these two armies up here against Azhag or maybe against Archaon. Now, that leads us to the question. We have a third army up here. What I have noticed, and this is part of my spending 10 minutes staring at this before I started recording, what I have noticed is this army right here can reach Damahar Hackbile there with 1% movement remaining. He is full strength, and I think that's a pretty beatable army right there. That being said, they do have these reinforcements from Azhag coming in. It's only a 6 stack. It's only a level 3 Lord, but they do have Black Orcs there and some Trolls and a Ragnarok Spider, so this is not negligible. It is worth paying attention to that. So it might be a bit much for this one army by itself to take on. However, here's what we can do. We've got Elspeth right here. Elspeth can reach up to here, if I can aim correctly, 6%. Elspeth cannot launch an attack against Azhag, but what Elspeth can do is she can move up here to reinforce, and I'm going to do it in just a second here. She can get up here to reinforce an attack on Azhag. We can launch the attack with Marius here. The question is whether Azhag will retreat. I think Azhag will retreat. It's a very strong army here. They do have 1, 2, 3 Ragnarok Spiders, 3 Black Orcs, 3 Trolls, lots of Snotling Pump Wagons, some Goblin Bolt Throwers. So very strong. And, of course, Azhag himself is level 50. They might not retreat. Even being attacked by 2 armies, they may not retreat, now that I'm thinking about this. But is that a battle that we would welcome if they don't retreat? That's really the question. This army's not in great shape, but the combination of the 2 armies together, 40 versus 40. We have Elspeth. We've got some characters. The more I look at it, the more I think Azhag would not retreat. But surely we could win that battle, right? We've got a bunch of fairly mediocre units here, but we do have quantity. They're by themselves. We could form a perimeter around our artillery and back line. We don't even have a ton of missile units. But yeah, I mean we've got 5 in this army. We've got 3 more here. But if we can form a back line, get our halberdiers around it, do some heavy damage with our artillery and with our characters, I feel like this is probably an opportunity that we have to take. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move Elspeth here. 6% left.
Following the footfalls of the dead.
And then we're going to take Marius. Marius, 10% remaining. Please tell me, I can't really see the line. Please tell me that there's going to be a reinforcing army here. It's still very hard to tell. I still can't tell. That's crazy. Really, game? You can't do a better job? It's because of the stupid... Well, I'm going to assume that Elspeth is as close as she can get, close enough to reinforce. This would be a humongous failure if not. Yeah, it is really impossible to tell. If I zoom in, maybe? Yes, okay. I can just barely see a little bit of a yellow line right there. So, okay, so she's going to reinforce. The other option that we could do is we could bring Emil von Corden down so it would be 60 against 40. I don't really see a lot of value in that, and it would also then prevent us from being able to attack this army right here. So, assuming he does not retreat, this is going to be an interesting battle for sure. 1, 2, 3 Ragnarok Spiders. So before I start the battle, I want to think about, we're going to get the cannons are anti-large.
For Verena and Nuln.
Obviously the halberdiers, but they're not going to be very good against those. I really am worried about the black orcs too, but I'm really very worried about the Ragnarok spiders. We're going to have to get our ranged units taking out the Ragnarok spiders as much as possible. Oh, we do have the... No, these are not the anti... Do we have any Demigryph Knights? Yes, we've got 2 Demigryph Knights that could go against the Ragnarok spiders as well. Our Jade Wizard is going to be on healing duty. And probably Elspeth and Kantz Haupt Anderson. Boy, be careful you don't mispronounce his name. And also maybe Felix. I mean, I can use some characters, I think, to bog down a lot of their most dangerous units, hopefully. All right, let's go ahead and do this then. Enough talking about it, Michael. Let's just go ahead and get this job done. Okay, he did retreat. That surprises me. That really does surprise me. All right. Game saved. And unfortunately, he now retreated. This complicates things. He has now retreated to where these 2 armies will reinforce. I can no longer attack with this army. Can I? Presumably I can attack with this one. Yes. 8% left. Okay, so we're going to have to put Elspeth into March stance. And Marius, you... If I spin around here, I think I can get you... Yes, I can get you close enough without going into March stance, so that's good.
Moving off.
And what we may end up doing is we may put Marius Haldenstraat on AI control. I don't love that idea, but I want to get 60 units against 40. I do not want 40 versus 40.
Amethyst
Okay, so
Guardian.
Elspeth, let's spin the camera here. This is going to be a heck of a battle now.
Exhaustion and sloth are mere words.
Oh, wait a minute. Is she already close enough?
Uncovering the arcane.
No, she can't possibly be close enough. If I... Emil von Corden. No, she's not close enough. Almost, but
Draken.
not quite.
Move, Nulners, move.
Okay.
Our objective.
There, she's now
draws
close
us on.
enough. And
I will marshal
it
the
is a
men.
shame that we're going in with as many casualties as we've already taken, but this does feel like the time to do it. Or alternatively, we could play defense here and see what they do, because they probably would back up. But for the chance to take out Azhag the Slaughterer,
You will be sacrificed.
and an army of Archaon. Oh boy, okay, here we go. This is going to be interesting. I could really screw up the campaign here pretty badly if I lose this battle. Decisive victory. So the game obviously thinks that we're going to win. If I auto-resolved, boy, how tempting is it right now to auto-resolve. If I auto-resolved, I would not lose any units. It's even telling me casualties would be low. I don't believe that, though. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to cause a sphere. Let's go ahead and give that to Emil von Corden himself, maybe. Oh, I can't, apparently. Not sure why. It doesn't say... It just says assigned unit. Not sure why I can't do it, but that's fine. We'll go ahead then and give it to these Demigryph Knights. Okay. All right, and then, like I said, another option is we could turn off Control Large Army, but I don't want to... No, that's absolutely not what we want to do, because they would still get 40 units. So, do I put Marius on... I think I put him on AI control. And then we control Elspeth. And if Marius suffers casualties, it's okay as long as we win the battle. I could Lightning Strike. But again, I don't trust this army. This army is not better than Azhag's army. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the battlefield. Ooh, interesting. The question is whether they will stay on their side of the river until we move closer, or whether they will come straight at us. Well, we're going to find out. Okay, start deployment. So here's the question. If we... everybody's coming in over here. If we set up back here, far enough away that we're not immediately firing on them. Yes, like that, okay. Maybe we turn just a little bit so that we can hit them while they're coming across the ford. Nope, they're in range if I do that. Let's back up a little bit more. They're still in range. Okay, I'm going to have to turn a little bit more like that, maybe? There we go, that's good. So we can't hit them until they start coming across. But when they do... Nope, wrong way there, Michael. There we go. When they do start coming across, they will be in range. There we go. That looks pretty good. And so the question is whether they start coming in right away. Now, we're going to get the Demigryph Knights. You guys are on anti-large duty right here. We're going to put anti-large units on 6. Or, excuse me, anti-large cavalry on 6. Outriders. Can you hide? Yes, you can. For now, we're just going to get all of you all back here. Like so. That's fine for now. We'll redraw once the battle begins. Emil von Corden. Okay, I want my flying melee on 1. And I want my flying wizards on 2. Okay, how do we... Oh, and I need to get my back line set up like back here. Again, we will rearrange once the battle begins. What's left? The Outriders. Yeah, I think you all can stay right there. Now, in terms of magic, if they start coming across, we can drop a Pit of Shades very quickly. In fact, the range on that is 250. Yeah, we can get there very quickly if they start to do that. Okay, are we ready? Now, the thing is, when our AI-controlled reinforcements come in, if they're not already coming forward, then we're going to start moving forward, because otherwise the AI will just kind of kamikaze themselves, which is absolutely not what we want to have happen. Start the battle. Go ahead and move forward here. And they're moving. Yeah, they're coming across. It does look like they're going to come across. Okay, so right back here, we need, again, all of you all. I'm going to put you all on 3. My anti-large are on 3. And my anti-infantry are on 4. Nope, they're not coming yet. Here comes Azhag, though. Reinforcements have arrived. Okay, so Felix, get up here. You are... You're on 1. Elspeth, you're on 1. All of our 1s need to be here. You're over here. Felix here. You over here. I want all of our ranged units on 7. Kind of form a line here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get all of our artillery on 9 set up over here. get, like, right there. That ought to be good. Okay, you two are now on 6. You are all anti-large cavalry. Okay, 3s. We've got more halberdiers on 3. Okay, let's get you all moving forward. And 4s, including this swordsman and these great swords, on 4. You all can start moving forward as well. Okay. Felix, move up. Wizard, move up. Let's go ahead and get the outriders forward here. Okay. Here we go. Our artillery is opening fire. That suits me fine. 1s now move forward. And 2. Do I only have 1 flying wizard? Apparently so. Okay. You then are going to drop a spell right there. Followed by another one right here. Okay, they are just as expected. Our reinforcing army is going to kamikaze here, so we do need to make sure that our 9s don't blow them up. Okay, let's get the 3s moving forward here. And the 4s kind of over here to defend against anybody coming over on that side. Where's my outriders at? And my 6s as well. You guys are going to be my left flank. 1s move forward. In fact, 1's all on Azhag. Actually, no. Elspeth, I want you to use your Spirit Leech first. And then you can use your Death's Timekeeper here. Let's go ahead and have our 9s. I want you to be on guard mode, but target those Goblin Bolt Throwers. Okay, right here. 6s. Yeah, you all stay over here for now. That's fine. Okay, Elspeth, you can use your Dragon's Breath here on something. You've also got a Burning Head that you can use. You know what? Fly over this way, and in fact, 2. I want you to fly over this way
At
as well.
speed, with haste.
Okay. You and you. I want to make sure that you guys are not targeting.
Shields up.
You know, I'm going to turn you off fire at will because I want you to be firing at what I designate. This is turning out to be really mishandled, really badly by the enemy. So let's go ahead. We should be using this already. Where's Azhag at? We should be attacking Azhag. Let's go ahead and do all of our abilities here against Azhag. Elspeth. Okay, you need to drop a Pit of Shades over here. We definitely still have to worry about those Arachnarok spiders. Looks like they're going to be coming out over there. You can back up right now. Let's get our 4s over here and our 3s over here. I don't think I'm going to need them over here. Now our 7s, you guys haven't even gotten in the fight yet. Let's move you forward. Okay, right here, you're doing fine against Azhag. You're in a position to go ahead and do another Spirit Leech on him. And then you could probably do a Purple Sun after that. Over here. The range on that is 187. It's an interesting range. Let's go ahead and drop it right here. 4s. Yeah, that's fine. 3s, actually, you all get on that guy. Elspeth, you can go ahead and do this. We want now 4s. Yeah, that's fine. If we bog everybody down over there, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get Felix in the fighting over here. A lot to juggle here for sure, but we're okay. There's Chaos Knights. Let's also do a Burning Head over here. Right like that. And let's also go ahead and do this on those Black Orcs over there. Right here, what's going on? Okay, we need our 3s. Some of you all need to definitely focus on that Marquis of Masochism. Okay. For the most part, though, I think we're okay over here. How are we looking over here? Got a lot of our allies retreating. Okay, time to get 6s involved. Enemy Lord is wounded. That's excellent. Let's get our 6s around over here. You all can... You need to shoot at him. Okay, how are we looking on our... We need to heal on him. Elspeth, you can drink your healing potion. And let's go ahead and drop a Spirit Leech on the enemy Lord there. Let's definitely try to take out that guy right there. Yeah, it shouldn't take long now that the Outriders are on it. Never mind, I don't even need you there. Okay, let's go ahead and do some direct damage on those Black Orcs. This is randomly moving, so I... Ooh, look at this. This is very interesting. Oh, these Arachnarok spiders are on missile unit detail, apparently. Okay, we got this side over here completely won, so now it's all about over here. We took out that Regiment of Renown. Let's go ahead and get you on what? Get on you on this. Make sure we take out that enemy Lord, and then we need our 7s to come across over here. Let's get our 3s pushing forward here. Nope, what are we fighting here? That's a Beast at Nurgle. Certainly don't need them all. Okay, Elspeth, back up in the air for you. Just in time to do a breath attack. Oh, looks like they're pretty much all shattered. Okay, this was a major, major win. They did not fight well at all, which is a shame. I would have liked for them to have put up a better fight, but I'm not going to complain too badly since this is such an important battle. Let's go ahead and maybe try to get Elspeth back over here within healing distance. And where's my Jade Wizard? Over here. Can I get you to throw a heal on Elspeth, please? I think there's got to just be something that is... Oh, no, in battle. I didn't even see the in battle pop up. Alright, I don't think there's any reason to keep fighting. Alright, well, if I... How on earth did that happen? I lost my Jade Wizard? I was telling him to cast a healing spell on Elspeth right as the battle ended. Boy, that's going to be interesting to go back and watch the footage on that. Alright, well anyway, yeah, so if I had known how poorly the enemy AI was going to fight that battle, I would not have put my own army of Marius on AI control because I hesitate to scroll down and even see how badly he got mauled. This is broken. This is absolutely broken. Marius's army I can understand having suffered some bad casualties here, but not that bad. But also, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense at all. Well, I'm going to have to go back and look to see what happened here, but it looks to me like the game has bugged out and killed a bunch of my units that should not have died. That's disconcerting. I mean, nothing completely irreplaceable, but some pretty good units. First of all, I don't love losing my Jade Wizard for sure. Definitely don't love losing those Demigryph Knights. Don't love losing a rank 9 Hellblaster Volley Gun. What on earth happened there? I was expecting Marius's army to have been really badly mauled, but not Elspeth's army. All right, I don't know. We'll take a look at it. All right. So, yeah, that's troubling. Okay. Let's go ahead and kind of figure out the aftermath here. So we defeated Azhag the Slaughterer. Got lots of things out of that battle, and have completely eliminated this particular invasion. So that's good. We're now in a position where we're not positioned to be able to push forward down here, but we are in a position now to push forward over here.
Yes.
And if it hadn't been for the mysterious deaths that happened in Elspeth... Oh, this is weird. It told me they had died on the post-battle screen, but now look, they're back. We did not lose them after all, which makes more sense, but that's very, very disconcerting that the post-battle screen lied to me. Very disconcerting. Marius's army, on the other hand, this is more what I expected. We did lose all 3 of those Knights of the Blazing Sun. I can live with that. Took a lot of other casualties here, so Marius is going to obviously have to retreat back into the safety of Leikberg, where you can lick your wounds. That's fine. Elspeth and Emil von Corden, you're still at 20 out of 20. You could even go into channeling stance. I don't think they're likely to attack you, so I think you're fine where you are. If they did attack you, Elspeth is close enough to reinforce, so that's all pretty good. Let's go ahead and do our skill ups here. Felix, you've got Deadly Onslaught. You get 2 more skill points. I think we'll give you Deadly Blade, or possibly Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you the defensive skills first. Okay,
Who
Emil von
calls?
Corden, you have Headhunter, so that's good. Looks like I've been doing Woundmaker here for you.
Praise.
Owen Castlane. I think we'll give you... I didn't even use the Enfeebling Foe, which is what you're best at. Have I already... Yeah, I already took all the points of Pit of Shades. If I give you Mentor, active heroes of the same type, so all Grey Wizards would get some of... not all Grey Wizards, excuse all Wizards will get some of Owen Castlane's experience. I believe that's going to be worth doing. Only 1 point. Okay, then with the other one, we'll put into the Enfeebling Foe. All right. Then, Witch Hunter Richter Holtz, you looks like maybe Survivalist. No, I'm gonna give you Mentor as well. I'm gonna start doing lots and lots of mentoring. I think at this point in the campaign, it's safe to do that. You get a point. We'll put it into Specialist here. This is Kantz Haupt Anderson. He who shall not be mispronounced. Okay. Just about everything you could possibly want. So we'll give you Wound and Specialist.
To the provinces.
Marius, do you have Headhunter already? Yes, you do. We'll give you... looks like I'm headed towards Deadly Onslaught with you. That's fine. We'll give you Blade Master. Okay.
By the comet.
Warrior Priest, Benediction. Pretty easy decision for you.
Now.
Hans Frankenwerder here. You. Again, we'll go Mentor. And we have another point. We'll go Wind Blast.
To the provinces.
All right. Right here, let's do Magical Reserves. Okay. Right here, Maternus, you can have Magical Reserves as well. Now let's give you Regrowth. Okay. Gotrek, you finally got a level up. You are finally stuck around the campaign map long enough to get a level. That's nice. We'll give you Blade Master. Poor Gotrek. He's had a tough campaign. He's been wounded by assassins about 3 or 4 times, it seems like. Pretty much every time he comes back onto the campaign map. He doesn't last more than a turn before he gets wounded again. Nothing to give you. I'm not going to give you any arcane. Well, I guess there's no harm. We'll go ahead and do that. Oops, that's not what I meant to do right there. Okay, where are you at, Gotrek? The only reason he got experience is because I must have a mentor that shared it with him. Otherwise, that wouldn't make any sense. Okay, over here, you are recruiting. Over here, what am I going to do with you guys? I don't remember what exactly I was planning to do, except I think I was going to move everybody down in this direction to basically be the basis of an army.
A strong move.
If we have to recruit one in Cathay to protect our holdings over there that we got from Balthazar Gelt. Which is fine. Okay. We'll go ahead and move you down this way as well. Kunlun, is that where we
My will is
go?
bound.
That's fine. You can stay close to the other one. Okay. All right. And then Claude. Okay. All of you. Again, maybe we want to move you over here to help as defenders,
The rights are spoken.
if need be. Got some pretty good heroes over here.
Shaiish directs me.
You're an amethyst wizard, okay. Empire captain, yeah, we'll get you over here as well. Okay, now, you, I'm just using you to scout, it looks like. That's fine. If we take a look at Sylvania, they still have some strength here. They're fairly weak, but they have 12 settlements. Okay, so I definitely don't want to be taking them for granted at this point. Let's just keep moving you around this area for now. Okay, I think we just found another army here.
Still a few kinks to work out.
Yeah, okay. That army, we can't see what all is in it, but that's expected. We knew that with their faction strength, we knew they had more than just those two weak armies. Okay. Oops. Let's go ahead and reselect you.
Master craftsman.
Emil von Corden, you're where I want you. Elspeth von Draken, you're where I want you. Marius Haldenstraat, you are where I want you. Helmut Feuerbach. Okay, now we're up to the other interesting situation up here. I think we're going to play defense up here with Gregor Braun and the garrison of Wolfenburg. It is strengthening in 3 more turns, but it's already decently strong. We do have the risk of these heroes doing assault garrison and damaging the walls, but individually, I'm not too worried that these armies are going to do anything to us there. We also have this army right here, which doesn't look super strong.
Yes,
Helmut Feuerbach might be able to defeat that army. I could consider... We've got Beck here. I could consider retaking Beck, but probably a better option here would be to start thinking about taking Griffin Wood. It's not good. It's not a good climate for us, but I don't love Azhag the Slaughterer having this little location here. It is a bit of a salient, and we should make him pay for that. We could attack it with Karl Franz.
As is my right by
Not this
Sigmar's
turn, but
crown.
we could do it next turn. Could Karl Franz take out that entire army by himself? Here's the question. If I leave these 3 armies down here against Sylvania, I think that's okay. Then we can combine these 2 armies. I could take Beck with Helmut Feuerbach and reinforce with Emperor Karl Franz.
Carried on the winds of magic.
Alternatively, we could move in ambush stance so they don't know where we are, and possibly this army would move forward on its own. That's a possibility. I kind of like the idea of that, actually. It means delaying taking Beck back by 1 turn.
In the name of Magnus.
I do want Karl Franz to be remaining in our own territory so he can get the replenishment. Is that army strong enough? Okay, here's the risk. I don't know what's behind that army, so I'm not going to do anything dumb. I'm going to move in ambush stance up to You don't need any replenishment at all, so you can...
Moore's gardens swell.
Why
with
can you not
fresh
move there?
denizens.
That's weird. Oh, this is somehow Beck is unoccupied, but somehow its zone of control is still blocking him.
I will marshal the men.
That's really weird. I don't understand what that is all about. Alright, well, what we're going to do is we're just going to move to here.
Step to it.
That's very strange. There's two really strange things happening in this campaign. This makes me very nervous that the campaign may be bugging out. We've got so many mods that we've been using, and it's been going on for so long with so many patches by CA. It certainly is possible that this campaign is broken at this point. I don't know for sure. I'm not going to panic, but it have to be open to the possibility. You're going to stay there. Jamethius, now you needed to come up here. You cannot reach Crudenwald in regular stance.
Not a chance.
That army is not particularly strong. It's not as strong as I was expecting it to be. So
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
I think maybe what we'll do... Middenheim is strong enough to defend itself. We're going to go ahead and move you in march stance all the way up to Crudenwald. Try to protect the cities of the Empire as much as possible. Let's see how they behave. We're not strong we're strong enough to defend as long as we have a garrison with us. We're not strong enough to attack them, so we'll have to see what they do before we decide what we're going to do there.
Protector of the weak.
Gotrek, you can come up this way. Obviously, you can't reach in one turn, but maybe, just maybe, we'll get you into an army. Probably not. You'll probably get wounded over the end turn. Okay, you I've already looked at, and I haven't gone through quite all of these over here yet. I think you... Let's get you onto the land. A little bit closer to the other heroes, and then from this point I think we've gone through all of them. Okay, so that's all of our armies and heroes. We still have 24,000 in treasury. So let's start with Altdorf. That'll be nice and easy to remember. Starting with Altdorf, let's go through our settlements. The Black Pit. Don't desperately need to spend the money on leveling the Black Pit. Not a priority. It's bad climate for us. Otherwise we would. Marienburg, you are losing public order. But that's okay. Fort Bergbris, you're fine. Okay, over here we're already leveling Kunlun up, but we could go ahead and do this. That seems worthwhile to me. Celestial Monastery, you're fine. You guys are fine. Königstein, that's fine. Wolfenburg, you're in the process of leveling your walls. That's good. Okay, Stirland, we have Leichberg. Now that we know that Leichberg has... The threat to Leichberg has been delayed, we can go ahead and level this up. Okay. And Vertbod, I don't think Vertbod is really being threatened at all, so I'm not going to bother to level up these walls. We still have 16,000 left. We're going to probably want to save some for an emergency, but just to see if there's anything else. Brass Keep is the same as Black Pit. It's not a good enough climate for us to invest in too heavily. We've got the public order here under control. We've got enough of a garrison that I'm not too worried about it. I don't really need to grow it anymore, so I'm not going to do the growth building. Down here we're fine. Okay, Schoppendorf. He could go around us. I don't know that he could go around us and still make it the whole way to Schoppendorf. If he can, well, then we'll lose 1,400 because I'm going to go ahead and spend that money to boost Schoppendorf. Nuln, you're looking fine. You're only one turn away from the Black Rose Chapter House. That will be very nice. Okay. And now we're back to Altdorf. Okay, so with 15,000 left. Now, let's take a look at our hero situation. First of all, up here in Krudenwald. We could desperately afford to get
Champion of the faith.
some more heroes into this army, but there are none available to recruit up here. What about in Middenheim? Middenheim, no, we're over capacity on Empire Captains, but we're under capacity on Engineers. Let's do this. So we've got Bandolier, we've got Master Builder, and we've got Tough. I'm going to go with Bandolier.
Engineer.
Okay, you've got 5
War drives
skill
progress.
points. Let's give you 2 in increased mobility, survivalist, and we'll give you piercing shots. I'll worry about the magic items and the ancillaries another time. And then over here, you have plenty of heroes already. Everybody else, okay, Marius, you took a ton of damage. You've got a warrior priest and a wizard. You could stand to get an engineer. Is there any chance we could do an engineer here? Yes, there is. Let's go ahead and give you a tough. Okay.
Engineer. Champion
Increased
of
mobility,
progress.
increased mobility, survivalist, and piercing shots for you as well. All right. Wizards. Time to think about more wizards. And I think Altdorf is the best place to recruit those. Battle Wizard. Nope, we're over capacity, so never mind. Okay. All right, I think then we are ready to do an end turn. We have picked through the shiny stuff. Raid Castle Baston. Yeah, eventually, maybe, who knows. Okay, defeat Engelbert von Karstein. Yeah, maybe, eventually, who knows. Okay. All right, let's check our diplomacy. We're strength rank 5. Himri or Greasus. Greasus is actually reasonably strong here, and Greasus likes us. They're at war with the Chaos Dwarfs. That's probably why they like us, because we're at war with the Chaos Dwarfs as well. Greasus is maybe worth having relations with. Nah, that's... I'm already having second thoughts. What about trade agreement? No, if he wanted a trade agreement, maybe we would do that. Okay. Exiles of Nehek, no. We don't want to ally with the dwarfs. They have been fairly worthless in this campaign. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and end our turn. So much prestige. Is there anything we want to do for prestige? Population surplus. I don't really think there's any need to do any of these. So we're not going to. All right, let's go ahead and end our turn. These end turns take a very long time. Somehow we're not at war with Nurgle. It's interesting. Okay, I'm a little nervous about the Chaos Dwarfs, who we are at war with. And they now seem to be having their way with Cathay. And Cathay, quite frankly, has gotten much weaker since they were when we first made our alliance with them. They've got some strong armies, though. I think it's just that the the Chaos Dwarfs' armies are even stronger. Well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. They did something. And at least their armies are moving instead of just sitting in their capital. So this also is a positive sign. Zhao Ming does appear to be doing slightly better than Mao Ying. Okay, here we go into the elves, and I'm perpetually hopeful that the elves will do something productive. I haven't looked at the rankings recently, but I wonder if Eotane, excuse me, pardon my yawn there, I wonder if Eotane is still the strongest faction in the game. You can see why they would be right there on the screen right now. And not only are they lots of armies, but they're lots of very strong armies with lots of dragons in them. And they were all, for the longest time, just sitting down there in Lothern doing nothing. Thank goodness we've corrected that problem. Slowly but surely working their way up to where the action is. Yeah, this is what I mean by these interns take a long time. So many armies. Okay, we're into Avalorn now. This is, okay, they won. That's good. I was afraid they got ambushed and lost right there for a second. Somehow Solastra is still alive. She's been almost defeated now for about as long as I can remember. I'll bet you she's been almost defeated for a good 20 turns at this point. And this is why. Because it seems like for every army that they move towards the front lines, they move another one back. Go figure. Well. Okay, so we're not going to see a lot from the High Elves this turn. Once again. Okay, now we've gone through the section of the intern that was our allies. Now it's pretty much all enemies from this point forward. Obviously, Malekith is an enemy, but at least they're not close enough for us to really worry that much about him currently. Although I definitely don't want him to continue to gain ground against the High Elves. I'm still kind of hoping at some point that they'll help us with Norsca. Okay. There we go. Gotrek just got wounded, as expected. So, he gained 1 level only because of the mentor, because somebody else gave him some experience, and then he immediately got wounded again. Poor Gotrek. And there's Salastra. She's got a 1-unit stack army. And that's it. And somehow she's still alive. Crazy. Okay, Azhag has no military strength left at all, but they still have their heroes, which will probably cause us great annoyance. Assault garrison, okay, whatever. I definitely like looking at their complete lack of military strength, however. Okay, there goes one of our heroes. Is that that's the engineer I just recruited, I think. This is... Alright, that's not good. A level 48 hero just wounded one of my, I want to say level 30-ish characters. Somehow Grom the Paunch is still doing better than I would have expected. Okay, here we go. Nope, still not attacking us, are they? I thought maybe Heinrich Himmler was actually going to get off his butt and attack us, but nope. It does look like Helman Gorst is winning against Zhao Ming. That's unfortunate. Sylvania. I couldn't quite tell what happened there. Is that army falling back? This is the thing with cinematic mode on the... oh man, I'm sick and tired of these hero actions. Anyway, yeah, in cinematic mode it's sometimes, unless you glance up... Ooh! Interesting! Ubersreich. Really? Okay. Somehow I didn't think that this was going to get attacked, but it's okay. I think we could win this. I don't know, actually. We got... It's going to probably largely depend on if they attack from up here where there's no towers. If they attack from where we have towers, I think we can do a lot of damage to them. If they don't, we might have to try to defend inside the city. But anyway, we're gonna do this one then at the beginning of the next episode. Yeah, this is kind of unexpected, but it's all right. Wouldn't be the end of the world if we do lose it. So, all right, anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thanks, everybody, so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.